says strictly off the record. Victorian London is not a place for carelessness, as I'm sure you're aware. You grew up here, understand. Whitechapel. So you know how things go. There have been a series of muggings from rich men who have wandered along from Mayfair into Whitechapel, and have been looking for a wilder evening. These men do not wish to discuss their outings and would rather keep things discreet. I do not care for their concerns. I am an honest man. I am, however, concerned about crime, and I am concerned about a particular incident that happened last Wednesday evening. That is why you are here now. So, what happened? Well, I'll tell you what I know, and you will fill in the gaps. So, a gentleman by the name of Robert Wicks was visiting a little known pub in Whitechapel. Mr. Wicks was presenting himself in the finest attire, as he was a wealthy individual. As he was, because Mr. Wicks is no longer with us, sadly. I will come to that in a moment. Mr. Wicks crossed the line into Whitechapel from the city and was approached by a hooded individual who emerged from an alleyway. The individual demanded that Mr. Wicks hand over a wallet and any items of value, jewelry, watches, such. Mr. Wicks was mildly confused due to the fact that this individual did not have a weapon on them. And so Mr. Wicks decided to tell them to go away, scurry along, back into the darkness. Off with you, says Mr. Wicks. Well, this individual was going nowhere. His weapon was far more mysterious. He tilted back his head to reveal nothing but a set of glowing red eyes. And he grabbed Mr. Wicks' hand, and it burned his flesh. Mr. Wicks pulled back in pain, utterly terrified, and decided that he would run, throwing his wallet to the ground. Mr. Wicks did not make it very far, though. He collapsed in an alleyway just a few streets away. And when Scotland Yard found him, they discovered that the burn had spread up his arm to his heart, like some kind of poison. I am a rational man, but what does that really mean? Does being rational mean that we deny anything we do not understand? Sometimes I feel like being rational has become an excusable word for the deniable mind to throw around, fitting into its narrative, fitting into its comfort zone. Rather, I see rationality as the open-minded pursuit of knowledge, following the evidence with an open mind, not allowing skepticism to turn to rampant cynicism and a dead end of arrogance. So many others have fallen down this path. So I approached my occult friends. Some of them meet in a rather large house in Mayfair and discuss, learn, practice, participate, engage in magic rituals of different kinds. I was humbled by their examples, intrigued. My mind had been expanded. What was revealed to me was not a parlor trick, but was a radical lifting of my psyche's veil others to learn and to realize that society is not always teaching the truth. Now, that does not mean that society is intending on lying or is indeed deliberately trying to deceive. No. Often these things kept secret for other reasons. For example, do you perhaps think that if the occult is correct in its understanding of magic, that perhaps there are evil individuals who would use it for dark and devious reasons? This is why those who practice light magic did so in secret. The ones who use it for darkness don't want the rest of the world to have their power. The ones who use it for goodness don't want the evil ones to get hold of it. It can be difficult to know one's intentions, so therein lies the secrecy. Our killer was clearly not concerned for the lives of others, not intent on frightening the individual in order to obtain his wallet and valuables, not intent on merely injuring him. He killed for no reason. It was not self-defense. It was not necessary to obtain the valuables. It was a shameless, pointless murder. So, as an inspector, I suspect this individual was cutting his teeth, practicing his newly learned abilities, killing to hone one's skills. What kind of a man are we dealing with? So, we must ask ourselves the question that perhaps a dark occultist group has emerged, hell-bent on destruction, chaos. I have discussed such a possibility with my light occultist, and they have told me that this is something they have feared in London for a while. Right now, I have heard somewhat of a monopoly on magic. And whilst there are cases over the years of individuals trying these things out on a whim, playing spells they do not understand, causing mischief and accidental explosions. This is different. This is more sinister. I discussed the spell with the occultist that I know, and they told me that this particular spell is a drainer of life, and is incredibly evil and dark. It sucks the life force from a person. Even as they run, the life force continues to drain, traveling back to the attacker and energizing and empowering them, which means the individual grows stronger. So, you tell me what I don't know. Go. Okay. So, there's been rumors going around, so really, do tell. A criminal organization of thieves found a magical book, really, and they began to attempt to learn, but due to carelessness and unwillingness to be professional, they made a mess and stopped. Apart from one, he was dedicated, disciplined, and focused, and he began to quickly develop skills by learning the book. He then, but the others in line, decided to leave with the book and find evil men who he could teach it to, who would take it seriously. No, it's not what I wanted to hear. How long ago did you hear this? A year? Well, it sounds like he's had enough time. Carry on. He's formed a gang of 10 men, including himself, and he has managed to teach the majority of them at least some effective spells, including the life-sucking spell. I thought as much. So, the person who committed this murder may not be the leader, but one of the followers. Is that right? Okay. You think it's likely because the leader would not go out mugging. That's true. It worries me. If one of the followers has this kind of power, then what can the leader do? I have currently entered into a situation where I may require an assistant, and I was wondering if you would like change of career. I understand you are a baker at the moment, working in a bakery that you do not own and can easily leave. I will double your pay should you agree to come join me as my assistant, and this will be our first case together. Do you agree? Very good. Come to the station as soon as you have fulfilled your notice to your current job, and we will begin. I'll be waiting for you. Until we meet again, my friend, thank you. Farewell.